I told you I would be back, everyone. Welcome to today's second episode of Spilling Tea, and as promised, the most recent news in regards to the Stop the Shock campaign. This broke as of September the 10th. We went over it a little bit during last night's stream, but I did want to go ahead and go over ASAN's statement in regards to it. So, ASAN commends FDA's move to appeal the Judge Rotenberg Center ruling. Where you all been for the last 2 months? Any news is good news, but I'm just saying. Not ASAN, the FDA. Okay, so we are going ahead and read the statement here, which, by the way, you are going to find a link to this statement in the description box, as well as other pertinent links, as you know, to the Stop the Shocks campaign. So, let's go ahead and get going here. ASAN is pleased that the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has filed an appeal to a court ruling that would enable the Judge Rotenberg Center to continue using skin shocks on disabled people. So, Stevie, if you are watching this, the FDA was not the ones that approved that this treatment continue on. That was the DC Circuit Court. The FDA did the original ban in 2020, March 2020, and then the DC Circuit Court overruled that ban on July the 7th of this year. Just wanted to clear that up for everybody. In 2020, the FDA banned the use of skin shock devices on people with disabilities, a practice that the United Nations has recognized as torture. The ban was supported by decades of advocacy and extensive research. The Judge Rotenberg Center sued in order to keep using the devices. The case went before 3 judges on the DC Circuit Court of Appeals. 2 out of those 3 judges sided with the Judge Rotenberg Center, striking down the ban. The court ruled that the FDA could not selectively ban skin shock devices based on how they are used. By striking down the ban, the DC Circuit Court paved the way for the Judge Rotenberg Center to continue subjecting disabled people to painful electric shock devices on a daily basis, potentially undoing all the progress that the FDA had made. I gotta disagree with you there. It wasn't exactly progress when they refused to actually enforce the ban because of COVID. I'm just gonna put it out there. I mean, otherwise, glad they're appealing. I'm just saying, I still got a bone to pick about that. Now, the FDA is asking that the case be heard by all of the 11 judges on the DC Circuit. This is called a rehearing en banc. If most of these judges side with the FDA, the ban can go back in place. ASAN supports the FDA's choice to seek review in this case. It is critical that the full court move swiftly to reinstate the ban, not only to prevent further torture, but also to ensure that the FDA can take action on other dangerous medical devices. Preach! So they can do their job. Our community has fought long and hard to end the Judge Rotenberg Center torture of disabled people. And that's the biggest understatement I have ever seen. ASAN will continue to collaborate with state and federal policymakers to end all forms of abuse against disabled people. We will not rest until no disabled person is subject to torture in the name of treatment. For more information, contact Sam Crane, ASAN's legal director, which, if you would like more info, you have this right here. So, basically, what this is all stating is that what the FDA has to do now is they are petitioning for this case on behalf of the bans to get the bans back in place to protect those kids. They are asking of a review of the case by the whole of the DC Circuit Court. So not just 3 judges, but all 12 judges. We don't know if it's being granted right now. This is kind of like the JD case where he had to petition for the permission to appeal. Very similar sort of thing that you are seeing here in regards to the Judge Rotenberg Center. So at this point, we can only keep our fingers crossed. I'm definitely glad to see that the FDA has decided to fight it. We are definitely just going to have to see how things go from here. But guys, we cannot let up the pressure. We cannot let up the pressure. We have got to fight alongside the FDA to make it so that this case can be reviewed by the entirety of the DC Circuit Court. Folks, human lives are at stake here. I'm not being overdramatic. I am being blunt as I can. Kids' lives, young adults' lives. Their safety, their freedom, their ability to live a life without fear of abuse and torture, that is at stake. I can't tell you the importance of this. So, folks, don't let up the pressure. Keep letting people know what's happening at this center. Keep spreading the word about the cases. Keep signing the petitions, the templates, speaking to your local representatives. If you're in the international community, keep it in the eye of the international community. Let people know what's being done to disabled people here. And with that, folks, I'm going to go ahead and close out for this video. Now, we don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning, and as always, we here at Spill and Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.